Good morning, guys. Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. All right, here we are with our Bitcoin update for the day. To build upon yesterday, I believe what we ultimately have going on is on the micro time frame, is a 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly a 5 up on Bitcoin, putting in a potential one wave here, and then working on what I believe would be an A, B, C type of structure down for our two wave. And that two wave is currently targeting really anywhere in this zone down here, which is 26,178 on the very, very low end, all the way up to 28,900 or so on the high end. So that ultimately is two-wave support for Bitcoin currently where I see it. As you guys can see, this line that I have working here, this trend line, this is a trend line that has been really ultimately developed since our low down here in December of last year, and gives us good confluence, of a potential retest of that trend line, which happens to currently be right around the 50% retracement level of our wave one, if this is our wave one. So, ultimately, I do believe that we do have this local top end for our one wave, and we are working on our two. But as I had mentioned yesterday, if we are indeed about to enter the heart of our three wave, these pullbacks are typically shallow and few and far between, and will leave a lot of people on the sideline, especially once this thing really starts to get going. But ultimately, as of right now, I do believe that we have a local top of a one wave in, and we could be working on, let me go back to a lower time frame here. This is the 45-minute. So it's possible we've got our 1, 2, and then our 3, and this is an A, B, possibly a C. As I talked about yesterday, this could be, develop and turn into some sort of a complex correction, being that it is a potential 4 wave. However, I can count a micro 5 down here. So it is possible. I've got this yellow A, which is my alt A. If we do break above this 4-wave support here at 30,643, then ultimately I do believe that our A is in, and we are working on our B now, and then we will have one more drop after that for our C. But really, until we break above this 30,643 zone here, it is still possible that we are in our 4 wave as an A, B, and then working on some sort of a C up or a WXY. But if this is a 4-wave structure right now, this would be some sort of a flat structure, whether it turned into a running flat, a expanded flat, or just a regular flat. That's still yet to be seen. And for those of you who were watching these videos as we were navigating through this correction here, know that corrective structures can morph and change, and ultimately aren't finished until they're finished. So when it comes to correction, hindsight trading and understanding what the count was is a lot easier than trying to predict what a corrective move is going to do moving forward. But ultimately, it's kind of irrelevant on the higher time frame and in the grand scheme of things. We just have to understand our levels that we're watching here. If we do break back below this low here, I'll assume that we are, possibly already in our C wave. If we do break back below this low from this point without breaching 30,643, I'll assume that we are heading into our 5th wave for our A, which is this blue A here, and then we will work back up for our B, and then a final drop down for our C. But ultimately, I do believe that we are in our two wave, and how this structure unfolds from here is yet to be determined. But the key levels to look for is this 30,400 all the way to 30,643. If that resistance area holds, then this could still be a 4, and we have one more drop for our 5th. If it does break, then I will assume that we have our A in and we're working on our B, and then we'll have one more drop for our C. So that's ultimately what I'm looking at and how I'm viewing this current count. So we will see how it goes, and I will give you any updates as they happen. See y'all later.